Northern Territory Indigenous community leaders from the Gulf of Carpentaria are accusing two mining companies and the Northern Land Council of misleading them about plans for major iron ore developments. Traditional owners say they're not opposed to mining in an area proposed as the Limmen National Park, but they say they were assured the iron ore would be taken up by road or rail, and they're angry to find out that's not the case. The mining companies lodged their notices of intent with the Northern Territory government last month, and it shows they plan to pipe iron ore through culturally and environmentally sensitive areas to a port that will be built on a sacred site. Jane Bardon reports.
This area has got a lot of significance in, sacred sites and areas of importance to the Mara people. It's one of the last frontiers in the Northern Territory, in the Gulf of Carpentaria. One of the, untouched land. It's good fishing, good crabbing, good hunting, bush tucker. Everything is untouched. And if this development goes ahead, the pipeline to Murray Island is going to be damaged and it's going to be gone forever.
We hear that from our language, Mara, and we pan them up and boil it up.
Like generations of Mara people before her, Betty Roberts lives off bush tucker in the Limmen area of the Gulf of Carpentaria. She's digging for bush potatoes, collecting berries for stomachache and lily bulbs to make damper bread.
Water lily bulbs and lily roots and lily stalk. We eat them all.
The Mara people have gathered to find out more about plans by two companies, Western Desert Resources and Sherwin Iron, to mine iron ore here and then pipe it to a new port at Maria Island, 20 kilometres off the mainland.
You can see on this map, those are the dreamings. You got the rolga, you got the kangaroo, you got the turtle, and you got the eagle.
Ranger Clary Rogers says the pipeline would disrupt sacred sites and songlines and damage wildlife. He and other Mara are upset that the companies and the Northern Land Council, which is representing traditional owners in negotiations, didn't consult them about the pipeline.
I don't want them to put the pipe across to Murray Island. They get rust and they get rot inside and they try to make holes in it. And remember that we have earthquakes, and we have tidal wave, and we have cyclone.
I'm very disappointed. So is other people here. The Mara people, they never knew about it. Nobody was told. I was told by somebody else.
Mara elders say they're worried the Northern Land Council and the mining companies may be talking to some of the clans in the area, but not to them.
We were left in the dark. We weren't told by the Northern Land Council. We weren't consulted by the mining company in particular that's running the mines at Towns River. None of the TOs here didn't have any idea about this new the pipeline going to Murray Island.
If the mine goes ahead, the Mara want the ore to go by truck or rail to Darwin instead of being piped to Maria Island.
I'm not against the mine. I want the mine to go ahead. It will benefit the four groups from the communities if they go west. What we're asking is they either rail the mineral, or truck it.
The mining companies say they want to pipe ore to Maria Island because Darwin's port is too small and overland transport would be too costly. They say the Northern Land Council is consulting traditional owners and they're planning their own consultations.
And no doubt the issue regarding waste, or if not transport of materials, need to be discussed. And the NLC will be consulting and advising the relevant traditional owners and the affected peoples.
Much of the iron ore falls within the Limmen National Park, which was proposed 20 years ago, but has not yet been officially gazetted by the Northern Territory government.
It looks like they're waiting on a decision, whatever the mine is going to do, whether they're going to get approval to put this corridor through to Maria Island, the pipeline.
Green groups say the spectacular Lost City sandstone formations near the planned mine site and the proposed park's biodiversity mean the government can't keep stalling. They say the area, 2/3 the size of Kakadu, needs to be protected.
It protects a catchment for the southwest part of the Gulf of Carpentaria. It's very important for turtles and dolphin and dugong and prawns. We want it assessed as potential national or maybe even world heritage, both the park and the sea country around the Gulf and Maria Islands, if the Mara people support that.
Aboriginal rangers who patrol the Limmen's rivers and coastline say jobs at the mine will be important for their people. But they say their jobs as rangers will mean little if iron ore is piped to Maria Island.
There's currents surrounding that island, heaps of current. I call it the heart of the Gulf. And, well, if you put a steel pipe in there and put poison to a heart, well, you're going to slowly kill the heart and then you're going to kill the whole body, and the Gulf is the body.
You done any school today, Monty?
Commercial fisherman Steve Barrett has a base on the Limmen River. He fears pollution from the mine will damage one of the biggest barramundi nurseries on the Gulf of Carpentaria.
Who's your school teacher?
If that leaches into some of these salt pans that they're going across to get to the island or at the island, and yeah, at this stage all I know they're doing one pipe out there, and their wastewater is going to go straight back into the channel that goes into the Roper.
Tourists who come here from all over Australia to fish are also concerned about the mining plans.
It's going to bring a lot of people into the area, and perhaps it'll sort of spoil the remoteness of it, and maybe if there's too many people come here, of course, well, it would affect the fishing in the long term.
The Mara people say they're determined not to let the miners damage the area.
If the sacred sites will be damaged or things happen to the sacred site, then there will be no song lines up at the island on the Dreaming. There will be no stories telling. That all will be demolished. A simple disaster of the pipeline.